you so much for having me. I am so honored to be here today. My name is Tally Osborne, and I was born without arms and with shortened legs, but I was raised with the belief that I could do anything I set my mind to. And this determined attitude is how I live my life. Now, I actually went to Ryerson University, and I can't tell you how many times people mistake me for a Ryerson fashion student. They'd say things like, "Oh, you're in fashion, right?" Or even years later, people would say, "Oh, I remember you from the Ryerson fashion department." And every single time I'd say, "No, I went to Ryerson for social work." But I secretly loved that they mistake me for a fashion student because it made me feel good. And I honestly think that me speaking with you all today was meant to be. Growing up, people would look at me and automatically feel sorry for me. They'd think, how sad. They only saw what I was missing, my limbs. And they thought I must be really depressed, super dependent on others, and with no dreams of my own. I've even had people come straight out and say, "Wow, I sometimes feel bad about my life, but you've got it way worse." And I get it, it's human nature, but it still kind of hurts because this is my life, and it's not sad. I focus on what I do have. I've always believed that everything happens for a reason, and you should do the best you can with what you've got. Now, I actually feel I am very fortunate. I have an amazing family, the best friends, great health, an awesome job, and I get to speak with awesome audiences just like this one. Life is awesome. I didn't always have this much confidence though. Up until I was 19, I wore artificial legs to make me taller. My legs were kind of like stilts, but with feet and shoes at the bottom. I wanted to look like everyone else. I was about 5 foot tall, and I had to work so hard at balancing so I wouldn't fall over. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I did, especially when I was in a mosh pit at a punk show. But as hard as I tried to look and be like everyone else, it just wasn't possible. I was still judged, and I felt like I would never be accepted. This was so frustrating because I wanted this so bad, and it just wasn't possible. Now, the way that I saw it, I was just like everyone else. But when people saw me, their first impression was that I wasn't. They saw someone who was different, even though we're all different. When I moved out of my parents' house into my own place at Ryerson University, downtown Toronto, it hit me why I couldn't be like everyone else. I'm not. That's when I realized I didn't want to be like everyone else after all. I loved who I was, and I wanted to stand out as much as I could. I stopped wearing those prosthetic legs, and my confidence soared because I was finally living as me. I wasn't pretending to be someone else. I was becoming comfortable in my own shoes on my own feet. I'm unique and happy, and I honestly wouldn't change a thing about me if I could. I wanted to give people a different first impression of me, so I started coloring my hair bright colors, and I bought new clothes that really accented who I was. They accented my personal style and my unique body. I wanted to shine and be noticed. And now I was showing the world. I am a happy, strong, independent woman who's living a pretty remarkable life. I am embracing my differences and letting them sparkle. I am showing the world that I love who I am and what I look like. This wasn't an easy task for someone like me though. Because I have an average torso, buying tops for me wasn't too hard. But I'm 3'5", so finding pants that fit was not even an option. And I know what you're thinking, buy kids pants, Tally. A lot of people say that to me, but guess what? That would not work because I've got a huge butt, big hips. So I had to go and buy pants that fit that butt and those hips. and get them altered every time to fit my actual leg, to fit the length and the shape of my leg. And then years later, I made the amazing decision to turn my life into a forever no pants party. And now I only wear amazing dresses like this one. People are often uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. But I think when people see my fuchsia hair and my matching dresses, they feel my confidence. And it makes them feel more comfortable around people who are different. I love fashion. And I know what you're probably thinking. What is she wearing? Well, today I've decided to wear this amazing Betsy Johnson dress. And then this little number is made by a local Toronto and Hamilton designer called Plastic Wrap with a K, not a C. So like I said, I've always loved fashion, but it hasn't always been so inclusive, and there's still so much more work to be done. I've never seen anyone like me on the runways or in fashion magazines. But we all wear clothes, and we all want to feel and look our best. I truly believe that every person on this planet, no matter the shape, the size, or difference in body type, should be able to find clothes that match our personal style and accent our unique bodies. To me, beauty is confidence. If you can shine even though you're different, this is beauty. If you can look in the mirror and smile, even though you may not feel perfect, this is beauty. If you can look at someone else who may seem different from you and see their goodness, this is beauty. Beauty is wearing what makes you feel good. Wear what accents your unique body and rock it. If you can stand up and say, "This is who I am," beautiful. I'd like to give you a little food for thought. Life is awesome. You are beautiful. Be yourself, love yourself, and don't let others get you down. Embrace your differences and let them sparkle. Be positive and appreciate all of the good things you've got going on. Use the gifts that you've got to help others. Share the love. If you see someone get knocked down, help them up, and whenever possible, rock out like no one's looking. Before I sign off, I'd like to congratulate you. You did it! You made it! That is such an achievement. University is hard. People don't tell you how hard it is. So you should be very, very proud. I know I'm proud of you. You are ready to change the world. Use your gifts to make a difference. Thank you.